Hello and welcome to this yoga class that's specifically designed for hikers. For today's class, you might need a block and a blanket. And let's get started in an easy seat. Close your eyes. You can have your hands on your knees. And just breathe naturally. For this class, I would like to set the intention of self-exploration, feeling inside our body, take one deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Gently open your eyes. Bring your hands to your heart space. Inhale, reach your arms towards the ceiling. And exhale, place your right hand onto the mat, stretching the left side of your body. Inhale, both arms back, up. And exhale, switch side. Inhale, come back up. Now place your hands behind your back. I'll just turn so you can see. With your fingers pointing towards you. Then roll your shoulders up and back, opening your chest, pushing your chest forward. Deep inhale here. And exhale, see if you can let your neck hang, release. Feel a nice stretch in your chest muscles. Inhale, slowly lift your head back up. And exhale, come back to your seated position. Now walk your hands out in front of you. Place your wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips for a tabletop. And now if you have sensitive knees, you can use a blanket to pad the knees, because we will be here for a little while. Inhale here. And when you exhale, walk your hands forward into a puppy stretch. You can place your forehead onto the mat, or maybe your chin comes onto the mat, or maybe your chest. And feel a nice stretch, a nice opening of the shoulders. Deep breaths. Release into the floor. Three more breaths here. your next exhale, slowly walk your hands back up into tabletop. Walk your hands slightly out in front of you, curl under your toes, lift your knees and come into downward facing dog. Press your hands into the floor. You can keep your knees slightly bent and just slowly pedal out the feet. Feel a nice deep stretch in your calf muscles, in your hamstrings. Use your breath as you move from one leg to the other. And then find some stillness, pushing your sit bones towards the sky. Inhale with your left hand, grab your right leg and pull your chest through. Inhale here and exhale, release back to downward facing dog. Second side, inhale with your right hand, grab your left leg, pull your chest through. Inhale here and exhale back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg towards the ceiling, three-legged dog, and exhale, place your right foot in between your hands, lower your left knee, inhale into a low lunge. Let your hips drop. Feel a nice stretch in the front of your left hip. Maybe you can even bring your arms behind your chest, opening your chest. And if you can clasp your hands while keeping the chest open. Often when carrying a backpack for a long time during our hikes, our chest becomes very tight. Our shoulders become tight as well. Inhale, place your hands back onto the mat. And exhale, straighten your right leg for runner's stretch. Drag your heels slightly closer towards you. Engage your quadriceps here. Inhale, spine straight. And exhale, fold. You can place your hands on your legs or on the mat. Or if you have two blocks, you can use them as well. And feel a nice deep stretch in your right hamstring. Now slowly back out of the pose. We'll now use a PNF stretching technique. So we will push our right heel into the mat for 5 seconds, starting 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release your leg and fold again. See if you can stretch just a little bit deeper. Last breath here. And on your exhale, walk your hands back to the top of the mat. Now heel toe your right foot towards the right side of the mat for lizard lunge. Let your hips drop even further. And just make some small movements left to right. Stretching here the front of the left hip. Now walk your right foot all the way towards the left side of the mat. Lower your right knee and come into a pigeon prep. So if you might need a block to place underneath your hip, or you can roll up your blanket here as well to place underneath your hip. Your right foot will come closer towards your body, but that's completely fine if your front leg is diagonal. Just make sure that you find a stable position here. Inhale the spine up and exhale, fold. Walk your hands out in front of you. You can let your neck hang, or maybe you can support your head with your hands. Or place your forehead on top of your forearms. And just breathe. With our focus of today of self-exploration, see if you can identify the tight regions in your body, the regions that need a little bit more of attention. Maybe it's your chest. Maybe it's your hamstrings. Maybe your hip muscles. One more breath here. And on your exhale, walk yourself back up. Lift your right knee off of the mat. Come into a tabletop position. Curl under your toes, lift your knees, and push yourself back into downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet again. And see if you notice a difference between the right side and the left side of the body. Now on your next inhale, lift your left leg towards the ceiling, three-legged dog, and exhale, place your left foot in between your hands. Lower your right knee, inhale your arms up for a low lunge. Let your hips drop. Again here, inhale, reach your arms up, and exhale, bring your arms behind you, opening your chest. Maybe you can even clasp your arms. Deep breaths. Adding a little back bend here as well. Inhale here. And exhale, place your hands back onto the mat and straighten your left leg. Runner stretch. Second side. Drag your left heel slightly closer. Inhale, spine straight. And exhale, fold at the hips. So try not to curve your spine too much. Inhale, come a little bit out of the pose. Another PNF stretching. So we're gonna push our left heel into the mat for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and just release. Feel a deep stretching sensation. And on your next inhale, slowly walk your hands to the top of the mat. Bend your left leg. Walk your left foot out towards the left for lizard lunge. So lower the hips. You can make some small movements left to right. You can intensify the stretch by coming onto your forearms. And now walk your left foot all the way over towards the right side of your mat, lowering your left knee onto the mat for pigeon prep. So find your stability here. If you need to place a block or a blanket underneath your hip, go ahead. Inhale, spine straight, and exhale, fold. Focus on your breath. One more breath here. And on your next exhale, slowly walk your hands up and come onto a seat. Bring your legs out in front of you. Move your knees left to right. You can take your blanket again, fold it a couple of more times just to elevate our seat. And just open your legs as comfortably as you possibly can. Feel your hips tilting forward. Feel your sitting bones anchoring into the mat. Inhale, reach your arms up, and exhale, fold. You can also, if you have a block here, place a block for some more support. Or if you can reach with your forearms, or maybe you reach all the way down to the mat. Inhale, walk your hands back up. And slowly bring your feet back together. Windshield wipe your knees left to right. I just saw a squirrel. That's why I'm smiling. Now remove your blanket from underneath your seat and gently lower all the way onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest and roll onto your lower back from left to right. Keep your left knee tucked in, place your right leg out in front of you and push your left knee over towards the right for a gentle twist. Bring your left arm out towards the left, gaze left. Inhale your knees back into your chest and switch sides. Twist towards the left, right arm goes right, gaze right. Inhale your knees back into your chest and give yourself one big last hug before we make ourselves comfortable in Shavasana. Inhale here and exhale, release. Let your feet fall wide. Roll your shoulder blades underneath your spine and close your eyes. Just feel the energy flowing through your body, the sensations. Maybe you have some tingling. And breathe naturally. Now gently bring your awareness back to your body. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Bring your arms above your head for a good morning stretch. Hug your knees back into your chest and roll onto your right side. Whenever you're ready, push yourself up into a seated position. You can keep your eyes closed. Bring your hands in prayer in front of your heart space. And take a moment to thank yourself for practicing and stretching today. Inhale to your third eye space. And exhale, bow. Namaste.